a nice little nightly stroll going from SoHo all the way to who knows where in Manhattan. But we'll see. It's kind of raining outside. And if it doesn't get any better, we'll be walking as far as we can, hopefully to 14th Street. But we're gonna walk one of my favorite routes, which is through SoHo, then Lafayette, because we gotta make a pit stop to Trader Joe's to grab a bite to eat. And then once we go to Trader Joe's, we might step into Wegmans. I don't think I can bring the camera, but we'll go ahead and see. And then once we do that, we'll grab a bite to eat. Probably take the stroll all the way home and call it a night. But tonight is March 30th, 2024. I just found out that tomorrow is actually Easter Sunday, Easter in March, which will always be so odd to me because Easter is supposed to be in April and I don't care what anybody says. It's a beautiful Saturday night, and it wasn't supposed to rain in New York, but you know, number one, we can all predict, we can all say what the weather is going to be. That doesn't mean the weather is not going to mother nature, you know. But it was supposed to be a beautiful Saturday and Sunday, so let's hope tomorrow keeps up just as beautiful. But welcome to Saturday night in New York City. That is the Adidas store. I haven't been there in such a long time. If you're new to this channel, I'm Stephen Renaud. Or you can just call me Steve or Steven. And I look forward to having you back as we go and explore New York City, the place that I used to love, that I'm gonna learn how to fall in love with again. At least to while I'm here for the next year or so. I don't know if I'm gonna stay any more longer, but if I do, you know, it is what it is. But right now, we're gonna be here for another year, at least. We can fall back in love with this city. Look at how this guy walks. I think it's so cool how he walks. He just got his own swag. Let's cross over to 3rd Avenue. If you ever come up and down 3rd Avenue, from the top to the bottom, I would say, you can find so many interesting places to hang out. It's a very cool way. It's a very cool avenue to hang out on. You know, a lot of convenience happens. You have lots of high-end, low-end bars, ice cream, desserts, you know. A lot of exciting places to hang out along this avenue. And one day I'm actually going to take a walking tour from the top and the bottom to show you how cool this place is. No matter if it's early in the morning all the way down to late at night, it's always something to do outside of 3rd Avenue. One of the amazing things about New York City is the more you walk around this city, every neighborhood, okay, so every borough actually has small neighborhoods in it. And as you walk, there are subtle notices of how the neighborhood changes. You know, you can feel when you're in the wealthier parts. You can feel when you're in the not so wealthier parts. You can feel when you're in the eclectic parts or the college kid parts or the young and fun. No matter what you are part of New York City you're in, you can feel. And above a certain number of streets or avenues, you can feel it change. You know, that's the beautiful thing about this city. You can walk almost anywhere and never get bored. If you watch other content creators, even if you watch other walking videos, you'll know how they vary different and greatly. Because not only do we all bring something different to the table, we all like to have, we all walk in different places at different times and give you different perspectives. And in the summertime, you're gonna get a lot of this. A lot of the restaurants and bars open up like that and expose the nightlife or the city inside of their buildings. That's so creative and neat about New York. Yes, these windows open up and the spaces open up and the outside comes into the inside. This is a very popular restaurant. One day I have to get in and try it. These are all the people who stand outside breakfast, lunch, and dinner to wait for that restaurant. They're all on reservation. And I forget what it's called, but it's one of those places where you cook your own food, how you like it. Asian-inspired cuisine, but you cook it how you like it. I don't know what it's called. I have to go and figure it out one day. And that's where we're gonna go, to our lovely Trader Joe's to pick up something and go back to the crib with it. Straight out of Trader and ready to go home. But before we go there, we're gonna walk all the way across. We're on the east side of 14th Street. We're gonna walk all the way across to the west side of 14th Street and hop on the 3 line, and it's gonna take me express all the way to 96th Street, where I'll hop on the 1 line and then go home. And while we're doing that, we're gonna take you on the rest of this journey. So buckle in. This place is new. Sorry about that. This place is new. I remember when they were in the process of building it. They have a nice patio outside on the back. Perfect place to grab something to eat. It's relatively about 9 o'clock in the city that never sleeps. And we're actually headed to one of the most lively places that you get to all type of nights and days. It is called Union Square. Let's get that rain off the camera. That is the beautiful Union Square, right across there. You know what? This camera flipped, and it's giving me a better angle to bring you a better angle, which is so lovely. Because this gimbal is actually quite new, and I've been having a very hard time controlling it. He was very angry. There's the Empire State Building peeking through right there. Union Square. It's not that busy tonight. I guess it's raining, but as you can see, there's a lot of people over there. Still, it gets extremely busier during the day. It's a great hangout spot that you can attend to at any time of the day from sunup to sundown. This street used to be so lively. A lot of businesses went out before COVID, even like a year before COVID. There used to be so many places popped up. It's gotten so dead after COVID, but it used to be so lively coming up and down 14th Street. The spring is springing. But man, like during this time, I would say in 2019, this area would have a lot of people down there. You know. You can also account for the rain, but there's a lot of empty spaces down here. But even through all of that, New York is still a place that you can come visit. You know, these news channels that you see out there, of course they angle their stories the way they want to tell it. And some of the things that they say are true. They are true. But, you know, you can still find joy in New York City and in any place you go. We're actually gonna go down from 14 to 12th Street and catch the subway that way instead of on top of 14th Street so that I can get in and out of this rain. So yes, I am actually going down. I came up and then I'm going back downtown and then I'm gonna slide on over. There was this one other YouTuber that I seen and I love his content. His name is Cash Jordan or Jordan Cash or something like that. And he talks about how New York's changing. He has a wonderful channel, you know, and it has changed a lot, but it's still New York. If I do decide to stay here after a year from now, I'll come to visit. But I don't think, you know, I'll come to visit. New York will always have that special place in my heart. Some people who search this type of content, you see the one World train right directly in the middle of the shot. And if you look this way, you can see the top of the Empire State Building. Let's see. There you go. Oh, so yeah, like I was saying, New York will always have that special place in my heart because I remember the first time I came down here when I was, 19 years old. This was when I used to do modeling and I tried to get into the arts and entertainment. When I first came to New York City, you know, when I was young and in my 20s, you know, I fell so in love with this city, and for 13 years I did see the change because that's what happened. Change happens in life, you know. It has changed. There's still some joy. It's time to move on, unless I get a nice apartment in West Village. But even so, then I want to travel the world a lot more, you know. I'm a nosy individual. I like seeing things. And I think New York is still a great place for exploration, but I want to explore other parts of the world. Go into Europe. I would love to go into Switzerland. That's one of my favorite places to see online. I've never been in person, you know, but Switzerland is definitely Switzerland is definitely one of my favorite places to see online. I also would love to do walking tours and explore Japan, another cool place that I see online. New Zealand is another great place that I would love to go. Brazil during carnival season. You know, explore other parts of the USA. In the United States, we get a lot of bad rep, you know. And believe it or not, I believe that some people actually do like us more than what the online propaganda it is. We have a big space. We have a huge country. And it's so funny because when foreigners come to this country, they adopt a lot of Western ways that they complain about. But nevertheless, when I go to the East and go to the other parts of the world, I'm sure I'll fall in love with their culture too as well. You know, I'm sure that their cultures will give me some problems that I have with, but I'm a very open-minded individual, very open-minded individual. And I actually like learning about other people's cultures. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are going under that tunnel there, down to glory and on home.